coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Ready, back 25, 51, jump! Shoot, watch the shoot!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. But it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Hey, Delta. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 41 mic. 41 mic. Right here. 41 mic. Ready, go.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Ryan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. Third down here. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now Ryan. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Good set. 19. Check 45. 39. Ricky.
On 1st down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's good. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 49 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should have listened to you, partner.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st down, Atlanta. Come on now, let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And the Falcon 1st down.
Ready, blue 80. Hey, Chris Lance. We take win. Check 3.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Check 4.
Wait. Check safety. Joker.
Hey, 59, ready.
Time.
25, 29.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Freeman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Ryan to the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. And how about this decision? Tie game, 1st half, but here's an onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Watson now to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 12. Brings up 3rd down and
9. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller taking it in, and the Texans have taken the lead. solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
4 yards
On second down, Freeman. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. A first down carry now for Miller. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 45.
Now Watson. Buying time to his left. He finds his target, Fuller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
At the Falcons' 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Ryan lets this one rip toward Graham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. To throw is Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's been a long day for you. Back to the floor. 52's the mark. 52.
Out of the gun, Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Got it.
55, Mike, 55.
Hey, wahoo!
Check tight. Shit. 36. Check.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. Looking deep for Julio. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Set. 19. 59. Time to go. Night.
Mike, check. 59. Let's go, shot. Check 59.
Throwing again is Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Watson.
Just like that.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Here we go on 4th. Watson finding fouls complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Dancing to his left. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
45 the mic. 45 the mic. They can't hang with us. 45's the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Check 21.
Check. Lucky.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. He rifles one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
45. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
After the interception, here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd down. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run with Miller, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Again, it's Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a head.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. Ryan. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hey, 24. 24 down, he's coming.
Watson on first down. It's complete to Hopkins. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Shift. Alert.
Miller. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Watson on target here to Fuller. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Tack McKinley picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now it's Miller running right. And he's got some space here. That one good for 33 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He's got his tight end. It's Fells. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. From the 2 now. Second and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They come out here in the eye. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. They'll run for it. High. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
We gonna work
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of one there.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. From the 38, Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
218, chop.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Now a desperate. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They give it off here to the tight end. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. On the ground with a tight end. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Luke Stocker taking it in. And the Falcons are in for 6. And a touchdown maybe for the fantasy football folks watching.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who are happy about that touchdown, even though it won't change who wins this ball game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will get them one closer.
42, Falcons 14.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now he's forced out right. He's going to look deep end zone for... And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Play. Check your hot read. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll try and run it in with Miller. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard